What is going on, everyone? This is Dylan here, and welcome to this video. This video is called Unlock the Agency Secret, and I'm extremely excited to bring this to you and have you guys dive in. So, the purpose of this video is to introduce the concept of a digital marketing agency and help you understand what it is. See, some of you may have came here, you might be in this program right now, and you might have no awareness of what a marketing agency is. If you do, awesome. We're going to be covering some other topics in this video that are extremely important. So make sure you watch this all the way through to the end. I believe that action equals results. And the action of you watching through this video and completing this program in its entirety is going to ensure that you actually go out and you can have a higher likelihood of getting results in this business. So here's the thing. By the end of this video, you should understand what a digital marketing agency is, what an agency does, and how you can make money with it starting as early as tomorrow or even today. And that's the whole goal of this program, the 24-hour agency, is to expedite your process to getting results. So let's talk about what a marketing agency is. A digital marketing agency, by the way, this is the definition straight from Google. So it might sound like a mouthful, but we will go through and break it down. A digital marketing agency is a company that provides online marketing services to businesses, including web design, social media management, search engine optimization, also known as SEO, email marketing solutions, pay-per-click advertising, and other forms of digital advertising. The goal is to help businesses increase their visibility and reach their target audience through various digital channels. So what that really means, in simplest terms, is that a digital marketing agency is helping other businesses get more awareness online, use the internet and social media to grow that company, okay? And so why is this an opportunity now? Isn't this saturated? Hasn't this been around forever? And I'm here to tell you guys that this opportunity is greater than ever before. COVID proved to the world that being online is no longer a luxury, but it's a necessity. And if you're not online, you're practically doomed to fail. And so here's the thing. What happened during COVID? Well, we went from businesses being brick and mortar to end up having businesses being closed. And a lot of things moved online. In fact, we saw companies like Amazon, Zoom, and other digital companies just explode during COVID. And in fact, a lot of people watching this through, you might not have even known what Zoom was 3 years ago, but now everyone uses it almost on a daily, weekly basis. And so what does that look like for you? Well, even brick and mortar companies like Walmart started investing heavily into their digital and online brands. And so companies know that they have to be taking advantage of the internet. In fact, there's a study that showed that 98% of people plan to make a purchase on social media or use social media in a buying decision in the next year. So what that means is that social media, the internet, is influencing 98% of people in their decisions to take action and buy. So let's say there's a local business. Well, what's the local business doing? Well, if they're not using the internet and optimizing it to its fullest extent, they're missing out on a massive opportunity for their business. Just think about all the businesses in your area. The nail salons, the hair spas, the grocery stores, the restaurants, the liquor stores, the doctors, the attorneys. Like, there's in every single area, unless you're in the middle of nowhere, there's businesses around you. And these businesses, chances are, many of them are so busy and caught up in what they do on a day-to-day basis that they don't have the time to even think about social media and the internet, let alone actually put it into play and actually use it. And so here's what the business model works. Like, if you're wondering, like, okay, how do I actually take this and get paid? Who pays me and what do they get in exchange? Let's think about the traditional system of people making buying decisions. So it'd start off over on the left side of this circle here, this little circle of business life that I made here. So people would see an ad, maybe in a newspaper, a radio, television, a billboard. They'd see some form of advertisement. Or maybe below that, there's a friend, a referral, someone would tell them to go do something. Well, from there, they would either visit or contact a business in some capacity. And if everything went well, they'd move to the next phase, which the next phase is where there's an exchange of money and value. And so in the bottom right corner there of this circle, you can see here, the circle of business life, you can see the exchange of money and value. And again, if all things go well, then there's happy people on both sides. The business owner made money, and the person making the purchase, the customer, walked away happy with a new product. But this was the old method. What has changed? The advertisements and the promotion methods have changed. And no longer is it simple advertorials or simply word of mouth. It's this. It's social media, it's the internet, it's content, it's what people do on their mobile devices. And there's so much going on that most business owners have no idea where to even start. And so here's what most social media agencies, or many social media agencies, can actually sell. What they're doing is they're helping clients create content, for example. So on Instagram or TikTok or Facebook, the agency is the one who goes and says, hey, we should make this kind of content. And they're the ones who either instruct them in a consulting fashion or actually tell the business owner, hey, or actually do the work for the business owner and make the content. They also help run paid social media ads. And so that's an ad that you could see on a Google search or a Facebook search or Instagram or before a YouTube video. They also make websites for clients. So most common business owners these days don't know how to build a website. And while there are sites out there that allow you to make a website relatively easily, business owners either don't know about them or don't have the time to actually go ahead and make a website themselves. The next thing these companies do, agencies, is they help clients show up higher on Google and search engines. And finally, they help clients generate leads and grow their business. Now, this is not a complete list. We'll cover more about the services that agencies sell in later portions of this video and other videos inside this program. But the thing here is that that marketing agencies, digital agencies, are helping create awareness, leverage the internet, leverage social media for other companies. From a technical aspect, these are some of the terms that you may see in here. Instead of making social media content, it's content creation or management. Instead of just ads, it's paid ads and PPC, which stands for pay-per-click. Website development or design, SEO, search engine optimization, and a heck of a lot of other stuff. Now, how a digital marketing agency can help businesses grow and succeed. So here's some of the benefits of working with a digital marketing agency. Businesses get expanded visibility and reach. They get better brand recognition and reputation. They get better return on their investments, and they are more efficient with their marketing efforts. If a business owner tries to go do their own marketing themselves, even if it's logging into Facebook or creating their own content, oftentimes they don't know the best practices. They don't know the best way to do things to get a good result. And so what an agency does, for example, like my company, my own marketing agency, which we'll talk about more in a little bit here if you don't have any familiarity with it, what we do is I actually jump in and I help other companies just do better online. Now, there's two kind of goals for that. One, which is where I really started, was we'd call kind of like direct response, where a company would give me $1 and hope that I could do something with it that would generate them $2. And that's kind of the common concept of a marketing agency. And that's what people know it. But then I discovered this other side, and it blew my mind when I learned it. And you guys will have the ability to take advantage of this other method as we go through this program even more. But the thing here is that there's companies out there that will give you money, sometimes tens of thousands of dollars, and they don't even expect you to generate $1 directly from that. Isn't that crazy? When I first understood this, it absolutely changed my perspective of everything, because I had been going out so hard trying to take someone's money and immediately generate the money back. And then I had a call one day with someone, and they told me, "No, that's okay. I'm not looking to create revenue directly from this. I just want to make a brand awareness. I want people to know about me." Just think about Coca-Cola for a second, or McDonald's, or even automobile companies. If you're watching TV, which most people don't watch TV anymore except for online, but if we think back to the days of cable, or if you have some kind of streaming network where you see ads and a car commercial comes on, and the Audi, or let's say the Mercedes, is driving through a winding forest, and it's a beautiful scenic shot, and then at the end of it, it says Mercedes, and that's it. There's no website, there's no call to action, no one's asking you for your phone number and email. It's just a simple ad. Well, the thing is, these big companies aren't so concerned about, hey, let me put $1 in and get $1 out, but they're looking at brand awareness. And it's not just companies like Mercedes and Mercedes and McDonald's and stuff like that. It really, there's millions of businesses around the world that are looking for this stuff too. And so what I was able to do is curate a specific suite of services that catered towards this, where I'm able to get businesses the result that they want and not be pressured on having to bring them a crazy return. Now, I still do both forms of marketing, but I just wanted to let you guys know kind of those two structures so you can understand and be aware that that they both exist and that there's a lot of opportunity in it. So let's talk about a couple of the different models here with running an agency. So typical agency-client relationship is where the client will pay a certain amount of money. Let's call it $5,000 a month. And the agency will go take that $5,000 a month and do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things with it. I'm just saying hypothetical numbers. But let's say they give you $5,000 a month, and then you pick like 1 or 2 services that they've determined they want. We talked about earlier, pay-per-click advertising, content creation, and then you go do it. And so an agency owner, from me, for example, if a client gives me $5,000, I'll say, okay, cool. So that'll go ahead and cover me making content for your Instagram, your TikTok, your Facebook, your Twitter, your LinkedIn, your YouTube channel. I'll also go ahead and run some ads for you, generate some new customers. And then we'll also go ahead and, we'll go ahead and build you a website as well. And I'm going to show you more packages actually in a second here on the next slide. But I'll show you some examples. I'll give you maybe 4 or 5 examples of packages, some as high as $50,000. And then some other packages where it's only a couple $1,000s. And there's options for businesses of all shapes and sorts and sizes. And whether you're working with a Fortune 500 company or you're just working with a local mom and pop business, you can serve all of them. That's part of the amazing thing about this business. I don't know another business model out there where you could work with a company as large as Coca-Cola, Apple, Mercedes, McDonald's, and work with a company as small as, a 1-person barbershop. And that's why I love this business model. Now, there's 3 types of pricing models, or it says agency models on here. So just understand there's 3 types of pricing models. And you don't have to understand all of this right now. But I'm going through some of this technical stuff to give you guys the overview, the understanding of kind of the way this stuff works. But there's the retainer model, project-based model, and performance-based model. Now, my preference, especially when you're first getting started, is to do retainer and project-based. Performance is risky, and we don't recommend it. Don't have enough time in this video here today to talk specifically about why that's not a good idea, but I have content online as well as some other programs where we talk about stuff like that. Now, here's the thing with the retainer and the project-based model. The retainer-based model is where a client would give you, in the example I just shared with you, $5,000 a month. That's considered a retainer. Project-based model would be, hey, can you build me a website? I'll pay you $3,000. So retainer is more of like an ongoing deal where they're giving you a set amount of money for certain items, whereas project's more of like a one-time campaign where they're agreeing to pay you for a project, and that's it. Now, I like retainer because it's passive income. Once you set it up the right way, you get a deposit into your bank account month after month after month without practically doing anything. except for, of course, delivering the service for the client. And then on the bottom there, you can see that agencies generate revenue through different methods, including hourly rates, flat fees, commission, or performance-based fees. Just stating that so you guys are aware, but some agencies like to charge specifically by the hour, which I hate. I don't recommend. It makes you look small and kind of like an attorney. No one likes to be billed hourly for stuff. And then flat fees, and then commission on performance-based fees. But we're going to focus mostly on the models in the middle there and how you can have clients paying you monthly. So this next slide I'm about to show you is an example package. This is the high ticket ones right here. And then I'll show you the example low ticket options. So there's two options in this business. You can sell big ticket packages for a lot of money, or individual clients pay you tens of thousands of dollars for services. Or you can sell lower ticket where you have clients paying you hundreds or a couple $1,000s a month, or one time too, if that's where you're at. But I prefer monthly because it's continuing over time. So if you want, you can pause this video and actually look through and go through this package in more detail, packages. But this was 3 options I sent to a prospective client not too long ago. And I gave them a $10,000 option, a $25,000 option, and a $50,000 option. Now, one thing you'll notice about this is this is not a one-time, this is a one-time deal, but it's spread out over a period of time. So for example, on the Skyrocket package, the $50,000 one, it's actually 6 months of services. And then it says additional 3 months because scale is 3 months. And then the starter, it's mostly one-time things and just specific items that they'll be delivered. And so those are some high ticket packages. You're welcome to screenshot this or pause it and read through it more. Moving into the next section here, this is example low ticket packages. So here's the scale package, the grow package, and the intro package. And same deal, you're able to pause this and look at it. Obviously, there's a lot less details here because it's a smaller end deal. But those are the 3 options. Now, I always say to my clients, I always give my clients, when I contact them, at least 3 options, not at least 3 options. I give them 3 options, period. I give them a low ticket, a mid ticket, and a higher ticket. And typically the higher ticket is something I would imagine is too expensive for that client. And the reason I do it like that is because I'm giving them, hey, if they're willing to invest and go all in on this, I'm giving them that like ultimate package that maybe they're willing to invest. But for the most part, clients will end up going with the first or the second option, usually the second option, because it seems like good value. And that's the positioning of it. But the thing is I had a partner come through and work with me and come through these programs, and he made, I think it was like a $40,000 or $50,000 deal, just like literally the week after coming into the Agency Blocks community and the programs that we have. And I asked him like what changed? Like, dude, you've been making like $40,000 a year for the last few years, and he'd been running an agency for a little while. And he's like, dude, I didn't know the secret to making more money was just asking for more money. If you're already running an agency and you're in this program, you're watching this, that could be the single tip that takes you from where you're at to the next level that you want to be at. The secret to make more money could just be asking for it. And so for that reason, I always include a high ticket package or higher ticket than I believe the client is able and willing to pay, just in case they are. So let's analyze these. Low ticket and high ticket packages are both acceptable methods of starting your agency. Whether you want to sell low ticket or high ticket, the question you have to ask for yourself is, do you want to sell like smaller packages to a lot of people, or do you want to sell high ticket packages to less people? There goes my phone, by the way, if you guys heard that. Not sure if you did. And high ticket packages, they tend to be more profitable, but they're also harder to sell since the high ticket services and packages are more complex to deliver. While a lot of people out there can go out and they can offer simple paid ads and content creation, the high ticket packages include some really high end services, press, PR, social media, exclusive social media services, getting people on podcasts. And for that reason, most agencies aren't able to sell them because it's more complexity behind it. But as you go through this program, you're going to realize and learn how simple it can be when you follow the process that's taught in this 24-hour agency program. So with that said, just to kind of recap what we talked about in this video, was that this opportunity, running an agency, is greater than ever before, and I believe continuing to grow, and I believe this is the best opportunity that exists out there. Why? Well, in the next video, you'll learn how I actually have tried pretty much every other opportunity that exists, and it wasn't until I got in this and focused that I was able to grow and succeed. So if you're here, you're watching this, you're in the right place. Now, you also don't have to give up all your other things you're working on, because with just a couple hours a week, you're able to build this system into something that could really work for you. And just to kind of recap what agencies do, they serve businesses by providing digital advertising and promotional solutions, and then they just exchange money and a service. And there's a little typo there. It happens. But hopefully this video gave you guys some value. And again, this is the 24-hour agency program. These videos are short, actionable, and to the point. And so go ahead, grab some water, grab coffee. If you watch this on the weekend, and grab a snack, go to the bathroom, stand up, walk around, and then come back. Let's sit down and join me in the next video. This is not the 2-week, 3-week, 4-month, 6-month program. This is the 24-hour program. So go ahead, take a break, and I'll see you in the next video.